Hey, so you're thinking about moving to Irving, Texas, then you're gonna wanna stick around in this video because we're gonna take you on a walking tour and show you some of the different neighborhoods as well, and a couple of different homes and different price points so you can get an idea of what your budget will get you here in Irving. As you can see here, we're kind of at the city center, and this is actually modeled off of the Venice canals. So this is a cool little spot. We'll show you around. And if you stick around till the end, I'll even take you to the historic part of Irving and show you around there a little bit as well. So we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything there is about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Dallas, Texas, or Irving, like where we're at today, then please subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Dallas and the surrounding areas. And my name is Levi, and my partner Jimmy and I, we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you looking to make a move to Dallas and the surrounding areas. We absolutely love it, and as real estate agents, we want to help you make a smooth move. And whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, just be sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, and we'd be happy to help you make that smooth move to Dallas. So as you can see, we're right here in the center of Irving, kind of like the hub. It's really built off of this whole lake is kind of like the cool city center, you could say. Everything's kind of getting built up around there. You'll see there's still some development. We still got some new development going up. A lot of these are apartment buildings and high-rise for working, high-rise buildings for working. Irving's kind of known for its tech center. I mean, this is where a lot of tech places are, but it also borders the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. And so if you're a traveler, whether leisure or business, it's going to be a quick shot, not even 5 minutes, just depending on where you live exactly in Irving to get to the airport. You'll see here you've got the lake house back here. You've got this cool little craft beer shop. This is the Ginger Man. There's a Mediterranean restaurant right back here. But all along this whole area is going to be some bars and restaurants and shopping and things like that. You even got a tram. There's a tram that actually goes into the airport as well. So. Which makes it really convenient if you live in this area. But yeah, as I said in the intro, they modeled this area after after the canals in Venice. So there's actually several canals. I mean, this is kind of the main lake area again, as I mentioned, but there's actually several canals that go around in and out of a lot of these buildings so that you kind of get that whole canal feel, and you can come out here and you can paddleboard. They even have some like the gondolas and things like that. You'll see a couple of people, some of the boat people that wear the hats, so it really gives it that feel of Venice. And it's just pretty cool. Like I said, the proximity, you're only 12 miles from downtown Dallas, so you've got a straight shot into downtown Dallas. And again, bordering the airport makes this extremely convenient, especially if you're going to be traveling on a regular basis. As you can see, as we're moving into 2021, I want to take you to show you 3 different homes and 3 different price points and the neighborhood, so you can kind of get an idea about what may fit within your budget. And then also we're going to go to the historic part of town, and then we'll do a little recap, and I'll share with you some of the market data here in Irving. And so with that being said, let's go check out the next spot. Hey, just wanted to share with you real quick, stopped into this Mediterranean restaurant called Uzi right here in the center of the Irving area, and I just want to show you right there. Look at this. Got some falafel, some hummus, a little mix of vegetables, and look at that pita bread right there. Doesn't that look amazing? I would say that looks pretty good. I'll be back with an update on how good it was. All right, so we're here in Irving, and we're actually in an area called Las Colinas, which is one of the pretty nice neighborhoods in Irving. You're gonna find different price ranges all around Las Colinas, actually. So I wanted to share with you real quick one of the homes. You'll kind of see here in this neighborhood. So right in this neighborhood, we're starting around the $300,000 range. And I just wanted to give you an idea about what that will get you, and you'll see this home right behind me, right there, is listed Now this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. It's over 2,100 square feet. So that puts your price per square foot right at around $130 a square foot. And it has a pool. Can you believe that? So, and on top of that, it sits on a 1/4 acre lot. So if you're coming from California or New York and you're in the $1,000 range on your price per square foot, then this is going to be a great home that you can get for, it's actually listed at $282,000. So it's under $300,000. So if that's the price range you're looking in, then you can get a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,100 square foot home. And you'll kind of see here all of the couple of the other neighborhoods. Now this is only 1 mile from that center that we just came from, that I was showing you, where all the shops and restaurants and the lake area, the canals, everything that's going on there. And the schools are pretty good in this area too. And you'll see here around me just some of the other homes, some of these brick ranch style homes. Again, this one was built in 1963, so that's what you're going to find likely in that $300,000 to $400,000 range. Here is going to be these ranch style type homes that are brick, that were built in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. But this one is actually, it's move-in ready. You know, some of the updates I would say are not exactly my exact taste, but you know, it has granite countertops. It has a playroom, it looks like, for the kids. So, and still 4 bedrooms. I mean, that's gonna fit a good sized family in there. And again, for under $300,000, that's really tough to beat, especially for something that's move-in ready, that's in good shape. It's on this cul-de-sac too. Look, you see, this is a little circle. So you're not going to get any through traffic through here. Actually, you're just going to get the few people that live here. And actually, if you look at this home right behind me there as well, that's kind of a cool little house. And you can see even the main road out there is not that busy. There's just been a couple of cars, but other than that, you know, that kind of gives you an idea of what you can get around the $300,000 price range. And it's very reasonable. Actually, let me show you these other 2 houses right over here too, just to kind of show you what the neighbors would look like. That's a cool little house. It looks like the brick was painted white on that one. And again, that one's in pretty good shape. And that house, you can kind of see from that angle too. It's got 2-car garage and sits on a 1/4 acre. So you've got plenty of room and the pool back there. So all good things. Actually, I can't believe that home is even still on the market in this market for under $300,000. So again, something that speed is our friend in this market. If you see something you like, we've got to take a look. But with that being said, let's go look in the $600,000 to $700,000 range and see what that'll get you. All right, so we're here in Fairway Vista. This is a guarded and gated golf community, you could say. So you can see right behind me, there's this cool little fountain. Look at some of the houses inside here. Again, where we're located at is not even a mile from the Irving city center there, where the lake and the shops and the restaurants and all of that is. So I just want to show you as I walk through this neighborhood a little bit. I'm going to take you up here to a listing that's about 700, that's actually listed at 700,000, but you can kind of see they've also got private security also driving around in this area. So I've seen them pass by a couple of times already, and it's pretty quiet here. You can see here there's 0 traffic out here. Man, it's super quiet. Looks like some of these homes, a couple of these homes, they have kind of like some duplex style. So these are probably going to be a little bit lower price. I didn't check exactly what those are priced at, but they're not for sale anyways. But I'm walking up here and wanted to show you real quick this home. And as you can see, we're moving into January 2021 right now, and it's a beautiful day out here. I mean, I probably don't even really need the jacket. It's about 60 degrees, blue skies. That's again what we love about Texas. But I'll show you this home right behind me, right there. Let's go take a look at the front. So this one is about 700,000, and so it's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. So this is way give you a little bit better shot there. So that's really nice. You can see you're actually directly right behind, I know it's kind of a glare. You can kind of see the nets though. You can kind of see the nets for the golf course. So this is actually the Four Seasons, one of the Four Seasons properties here, and borders that. So you can actually take your golf cart from this community and head down there. You can head down to the property, not only to the golf area, but also they've got a couple of little, you know, nice restaurants and bars down there. So that's pretty cool to have within your community. But just wanted to show you again, that's a pretty good sized house. Again, this is 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,300 square feet. It was built in 2001. So this neighborhood just right at 20 years old. And that's probably when most of these homes were built. And that's about what you're gonna get, kind of that brick style, that brick traditional style there. You can kind of see behind me over here as well. Same thing, some of these bigger homes on the edge and even throughout there, you saw a couple of those had that cool fountain in the backyard. And again, this is super quiet. You can see, I don't even think we've had that one car pass us right now. So that's always nice, you know, something to enjoy when you're here in the neighborhood. You can kind of probably see a little bit there, but there's some of the nets right there. So they got your home protected, so you don't have to worry about any flying golf balls around. So that kind of gives you an idea. Look at that. So these are some really nice homes, and these are going to be averaging right around 700,000, probably around a little bit over 3,000 square feet is going to be your average. So that should give you a good idea of what 700,000 will get you here in the Irving / Las Colinas area. And with that being said, let's go check out something a little bit more pricey. Let's go check out the $1 million range. All right, so we're actually still in this same neighborhood of Fairway Vista, but there's a home for $975,000 that I wanted you to see as well, just so you can kind of get an idea of what the $1 million range is. Now this price per square foot is actually going to be about $270, and the reason being is because we're getting up in a little bit bigger size home. But the same thing is that, as I mentioned in the last home, in Fairway Vista here, you've got walk-on access and golf cart access onto the Four Seasons Resort, which borders this property. On top of that, this is a gated community with security. I had to check in at the front, but you will see this home right here behind me. This is listed at $975,000. It's actually a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It's about 3,600 square feet. So that's going to push the price per square foot to $270. So that's a little higher up. The last house, the price per square foot was around $220 in the same neighborhood for around $700,000. So this one's on the green belt, which is probably an indicator why it's a little bit higher price, because it has the green belt in the backyard. So when you're in your backyard, you're actually looking onto that green belt, and it's really beautiful. So you don't, the proximity of the neighbors in the back is not, you're not looking into somebody else's yard or a fence, which makes it a lot more desirable. But you'll kind of get the scale of the size of the house. Pretty good size there. And all the homes in this area you can see here are very, very nice. Again, this is a great little golf community with security, and you know, that's just something that will you know, increase in value as time. I mean, this is right in the hub, not even less than a mile from the Irving City Center there. If you're going to be working in Irving, then you're going to have next to no commute. You're right next to the airport again, so you're going to have that access as well. So overall, a great area, great neighborhood. And you know, with that being said, let's go check out the historic part of downtown, and I'll walk you around a little bit around that area, and then let's do a little market recap, and so I can give you an idea about some of the stats and things that are going on in Irving right now. All right, let's go. All right, so we're down here at the historic part of Irving. There's a pretty busy road right there. Might be a little noisy, but you can kind of see here, you've got a lawyer, you've got this Italian restaurant right there. You've got this cool little bistro lunch shop. You've even got some yoga down here, and you've got a couple other little spots. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, gymnastics. You've got, yeah, just a couple other little spots right over here, a couple boot repair, and a couple other little restaurants and things like that. But right here, this place right here has been here a long time. It's a cool little diner, and I just wanted to show you the main street right here, but let's go inside there and do a recap on Irving, and let's go check it out. All right, so we're here in the Irving Big State Fountain coffee shop slash diner. You can see behind me, this is a pretty colorful place. Old school. They kind of still have the window for the pharmacy back there. Actually, I'll show you right there. And anyways, there's a couple of people in here. It's Saturday afternoon. This is what we're doing for you on Saturday afternoon, by the way. So if you find this helpful, please give us a thumbs up below. That would be awesome. Really keeps us motivated to keep doing things like this on Saturday afternoons for you. So, but Irving's about population around 238,000 people, and it was actually founded in around 1903. Just started off with 80 acres, and of course it has started to expand from there. Oh, and by the way, this place, Big State Fountain, has been in business since 1948. So that's pretty cool. But overall, the overall rating for the schools in Irving are going to be around A. And when you're looking at the public schools, they're about a B+. So just about average on the school districts there. But actually, the high school, one of the high schools goes into Carroll, feeds into Capel, which that's actually an A+ rated school. But the median home value in Irving's around $165,000. The median rent's around $1,100. Again, I showed you earlier what just under $300,000 will get you $700,000 and $975,000. But actually, renters, there's a majority of renters in Irving at 63%, if you can believe that. And I think that's because you know, a lot of people come in to start here. There's quite a few tech firms here, so people start out working in the area, maybe just renting, and then they end up buying elsewhere. Also, there's probably some corporate homes in here as well that are in use because of the airport and the proximity. But this is Irving's actually been rated the #3 most diverse neighborhood in all the state of Texas. So if you're looking for some diversity, then this is a great place to do that. Ranked number 14 in the state of Texas for young professionals, and actually falls in number 91 as one of the best suburbs in Texas, which, you know, made the top 100. Depending, I'm not even sure how many suburbs there are in Texas, but if you made the top 100, I'd say that's pretty good. The median income here is around $62,000, so it's a pretty good job market in the area. So there's quite a bit to do in Irving, and I took you know, we started out at the Mandalay Canals, so of course all that whole area you're going to be able to shop, eat, and there's a couple of restaurants or bars there as well, so you're going to experience some of the nightlife there. You've got the Irving Arts Center. Before Corona, they were actually responsible for over 1,000 events per year. Now that's been cut down quite a bit. Hopefully they'll be making a comeback, but there's usually something always to do there. You've got the West Irving Aquatic Center, so that's a lot of fun for the kids if they like to do the water sports and water activities. And then you have Campion Trails, and that is a master plan 22-mile green belt. So that's something that you can take advantage if you like the outdoors and you want to do some hiking or some biking and walking and things like that. That's pretty cool to check out as well. And then that lake in the center that we were at is called Lake Caroline, and we mentioned this a little bit earlier, that you can paddleboard, you can kind of have some water activities around in that area to take advantage of, so always something to do for you in that area as well. And as far as the nightlife, I'm just going to highlight a couple of the key places that you might want to check out. There is the Cool River Cafe, and that is a pretty warm atmosphere and also really known for their steaks. So that's something you want to definitely check out if you're a steak lover. You've got the Ranch. The Ranch is a kind of a farm-to-table restaurant, so if you like clean eating, as I do, and then you should want to check out the Ranch, that restaurant. Really, really good. They also sponsor some live music there sometimes as well, usually on the weekends. So if you want a little bit of both, clean eating and live music, then that's a place to check out. You've got the Toyota Music Factory and Pavilion, so they always have music concerts and venues going on like that as well. So that's definitely something to check out. Nosh and Bottle, that's a really great craft beer place that you definitely, if you like the brewskis, shout out to our friend Jackson, who is a big fan of brewskis, loves the brewskis. So that's a good place for the craft beers if you want to check that out. The Thirsty Lion Gastro Pub, and that's where you're going to really get some good local grub and also some pretty inventive beverages. So talk about some craft cocktails and things like that. So if you are leaning a little bit more on the cocktail side, that's definitely a place you want to check out there. And of course, Whistletop Plaza, and last but not least, but really the Gas Monkey Live. The Gas Monkey Live is a pretty well-known music place here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but it's right here in Irving. So, again, I know with COVID, a lot of that stuff has been, geared down, so to speak. But yeah, there some things you're going to find some of the smaller events and some of these restaurants and bars still hosting some live music. I know I've been to a couple places in Dallas where, all the seats and tables and things like that are distance, and they still have a singer up on the stage, which of course it doesn't affect anybody. But I think you're just going to see the places where people are really crammed in are going to be scaled back for the time being. But hopefully that comes back soon. I would look forward to that. And really, Irving was known mostly in the past for the Dallas Cowboys. Of course, this is where the old Cowboy Stadium was before Jerry Jones built the Cowboy, or Jerry's World out there in Arlington now. But still, you're not that far away. Of course, the Cowboys and the Rangers are in Arlington, right next door to each other, those stadiums. So that's really a quick shot from Irving. So even though Irving lost the Dallas Cowboys, it's still not that far to go see them. It's a little bit closer than being from Dallas. It's a pretty good shot. And you can even go straight down 35 if you want to check out the Stars or the Mavericks, or you want to see your favorite visiting team. Maybe if you're moving here, you're not so much of a Mavs or a Stars fan, but if your visiting team happens to be coming in, then you can check them out at the American Airlines Center, which is right down 35. So that's not even, I would say, about 5 to 10 minutes down 35 to get to from Irving as well. And then getting over to Arlington for Cowboys or the Rangers is also going to be a great or an easy shot over there as well. And of course, last but not least, Irving is, not only does it border the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but it's not that far from Love Field either. Love Field's just on the other side, so it's actually kind of in between both airports. But you have a hop, skip, and a jump to get over to the airport. So if you travel a lot for leisure, or if you travel for business quite extensively, then Irving's going to be a great place. If you don't want to travel back and forth commuting to the airport, it is literally actually part of the city of Irving splits the airport right down the middle. So half the airport is actually considered in the city of Irving. And you can get a straight shot over there. You can take, there's got a couple of train stations or dart rails that go into the airport. And so that's extremely easy access if you're a frequent traveler. And, that pretty much really sums it up for Irving. And we hope you found this helpful. Please comment below if you have any other additional questions about Irving, or if there was something that you would like to add to this, maybe something that you've learned about Irving yourself, or you enjoyed. Maybe you used to live in Irving, or you already just moved here. That would be great if you could comment and tell us your experience and what you like about it. But if you are thinking about moving here or checking out Irving, please let us know, and we'd be happy to help you make that smooth move. So just be sure to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. If you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And again, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, we'd be happy to help you out. So until next time, we hope to see you around town. Bye for now.